Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Come on, D. 36, 36. Check. Check hot route. Hot. 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. Touchdown. Robert Tunyon. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
You're not ready. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Check.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11. Mike's 59. Here we go. Shift. 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Watch the screen. Whip. Watch the whip. 11 MT. 59.
Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, 27 yards. And the Bengals have come back to make it a 2-point game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Mike 7. Hey, let's get 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 7. You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Steps away to his left, and now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. That one goes for 24 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Stop here, D. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike, check. 59. 59. God. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 50. Check 50. Check nickel. 11 MT tape. 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him,
necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Let's get set. Right 80. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
First down, here's Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And the Bengals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's what let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt.
Let's get it.
Blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Let's get that shit.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. He'll get it inside the 20, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are back within a score. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
It's complete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Flow. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Running left, it's Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A gain of 22.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mixing up the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow will throw. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn
God
out
damn.
well, and you're exactly
Let's
right.
go.
It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon.
Let's go. Come on, bro. The fuck? Let's go. Let's go.
Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon.
And I'm from Cincinnati.
Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
I'm going to try to go for it.
Game until not too
We
long
lose it.
ago. But since
We
then,
won.
they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Here I come. 11. Shift. 11 mighty. Check. 59. Hey, let's get this. Mike 5'9".
They'll try and throw for it.
Let's go.
He will get into the end zone.
Let's go.
Lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things
Good pass,
with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
Hell no.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Rodgers.
Oh, no, bruh. Nah, man. I knew I was going to get you eventually. Come on with that bullshit, man.
Multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front. And
it's ain't going no further than the field goal, man.
Says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how
it looked like volleyball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If
Let's go.
Wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's
hell no, man.
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a
chance
to
be nice,
play.
man.
And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Matter of fact,
a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, no, it's a pick.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Come on, man.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Stop the
Well,
bullshit.
they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
he will find his man Chase complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did.
Oh, that's into a double team,
was
and it's
being nice.
intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
We was being so fucking nice.
With a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians.
Good game.
As this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second
Nigga.
that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.